cutie pies. I am Lanikia, and you are watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. I know this is a late review, but y'all know my little shadow would not. I could not shake her today, and she was being extra loud. So I was like, I'll just wait until she goes to sleep. So that's why you're getting this review so late. Sorry about that. All right, let's get into it. Today is Wednesday, September the 13th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7. Don't forget to like, comment to let me know you are here, and subscribe to the channel. I promise I'm going to go through all the comments sometime before the weekend. All right, let's get into it, y'all. So let's start off with Max at the precinct, and he's wanting to know what's going on with Cody and them. They say they're still searching. Jordan comes in, and she's like, Mac, what's going on? Like, we got Sonny who got, there was something going on with Sonny and the feds. Then we got Cody and Sasha on the loose, like from two patients from Bayview. What's happening? He said, we're on it, Jordan. We're trying to do everything we can. And he told her, honestly, I don't think Cody kidnapped Sasha. I think she went with him willingly. There's more to the story. And she said, I trust you, so just handle it. So then, do you remember the agent from the federal agent that was trying to bust Sonny? Well, he comes in, Chase leads him in and everything, and he lets him know that he um he's still looking for Sonny. They tried to get him, and it obviously he got the drop, and he knew that they were coming for him. But they're trying to figure out what's going on with Sonny, and they want to let them know that we're still gonna be looking at him, and we're gonna be busting him. But his son is Dante, and we need to know if Dante is compromised or anything. I said, unless they do something with this storyline, Dante is not like that. Like, he's gonna, like, he doesn't want to be the one to arrest Sonny, but if he has to, he will. And pretty much that's it with them, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you long. It's late, and honestly, I'm ready to go to sleep myself. So that's it, pretty much it with that one. So then we go over here to Brooklyn and Chase. So not Brooklyn and Chase. Yeah, Brooklyn and Chase, because before Chase went to the precinct, he was actually at home with Brooklyn, and she's getting ready to go to work, and he's getting ready to go to work, and she knows what she's done to Deception, and she just really doesn't want to go in. And she says, oh, can I get you to call off with me and just spend the day with me? He was like, no, we can't do that, but I might be persuaded to stay a little bit late, going to work late. But Maxie comes to the door, and she's like, hey, Chase, yada yada yada. Mac, he doesn't like lateness and all that. He was like, you know what, you're right, let me go ahead and go, because he knows Brooklyn and Chase Maxie want to talk. So he leaves, and that gives Maxie a chance to talk to Brooklyn. And she said, how could you betray us? How could you give Tracy the information that she needed for the Deceptor? And now look at what we're done. Like, Maxie, you supposed to be my friend. This messes up me financially. Like, I have a family that I'm raising, and look what you've done to me. And Brooklyn said she didn't know Tracy was going to do that. And Maxie was like, but it's Tracy. You knew that information wasn't going to be used for good. And she also told her, she said, why you didn't come to me? Like, we're friends, and you lied to me. I would have helped you come up with a plan so that we could have got you from being under Tracy and all that or whatever. And Brooke was like, I don't know. I just panicked, and it is what it is. She didn't want to lie, but she did. And so Maxie is just like, listen, we can't be friends. We cannot be friends anymore because of what you did to me. Like, I can't trust you. Brooklyn tries to tell her, my grandmother had some information over me about Chase, about lying, because I had lied to him, and I didn't get him his job back like I was supposed to. If Brooklyn had just written a letter, none of this would have been happening, because Tracy wouldn't have got the ammo, because she would have needed Tracy's help to try to get Chase another hearing. And she said, so I didn't want to tell Chase, so I asked my grandmother to help me, and then she blackmailed me, and because I didn't want to tell Chase how he got the second hearing or whatever, I just did what Tracy told me to do. And she said, girl, we're not in high school anymore. You talking about you were scared to tell your boyfriend, and that's why you did this? Because you were scared of losing your boyfriend? We're not in high school anymore. And he already broke up with you before about lying, so you should have told the truth. And if anything, you could have told the truth to me, because I would have helped you. or whatever. Because at the end of the day, Brooklyn should have told the truth. And she said, well, when I got the courage to tell the truth, it was too late. My grandmother had already used it. And Maxie said, and I get it. And Brooklyn said, let me make it up to you and everything. And Maxie said, no, I don't want to be your friend. We're not friends. I don't want you to make anything up to me. And I said, well, this is a shame. I liked Maxie and Brooklyn being friends. Plus, quiet as kept. Maxie ain't got no storyline. Let's be honest, she does not. Maxie has no storyline. She tried to do something with Austin that didn't work out. Her other romances, the people die. So what is like her storyline is deception, and really this is a storyline between Lucy and Tracy. Not really. Maxie's in it, but she's not really in it. So I'm like, okay, maybe this gonna give her a storyline where Brooklyn gonna be with her trying to make it up. I don't know, child, but honestly, I think let's move on. So then we see who else do we go to, child? Tracy, speaking of Tracy and Lucy, Tracy goes over to see Lucy. I mean, excuse me, Lucy goes over to see Tracy because she said, what you want? Like, you're not gonna take my company like this. And she said, build another deceptor. Let's go toe to toe. If you have one and you say you did this, the IP belongs to you, you did this, build another one. Let's go toe to toe. And Tracy said, girl, I'm not gonna do that. What we can do is give me your best shot at what you want, and we'll go from there. And she said, you know, get I want my company. I'm not gonna give you 75% of my company. So Tracy said, let's do okay, 35%. I'll let you have 35%. That's a little bit better, and that's a little bit better, and I'll take 65. That's a little bit better than what 25-75. And Lucy was just like, no girl, I'm not gonna do that. And she said, okay, we'll do this. 49-51. And Lucy was just like, all right, fine, we'll sign it, write up the paperwork and all that. She said, but another thing, I want that Quartermain, what is it? You know how Lucy is a shareholder, she has 1%, one share. And she said, I want it. Voting right. And she got that 1%. And Lucy said, you will never get that back. And so she leaves. And I said, I knew it. I knew that's what Tracy was after. So Tracy gets on the phone with somebody and she said, yeah, I told her. But she said she's not gonna do it, but we know she gonna do it. I said, no, don't give it up, Lucy. We like this. Lucy has that, and she can come in and it annoys Tracy now. But anyways, y'all, that's it with them. I don't know who Tracy's on the phone with. I guess we'll find out. So then we go over here to Ava and Mason. So he comes in there and he tells her, Ava, you set us up. And she said, no, I didn't set you up. Now, it's not my fault if you hired Betty and Betty was no good and she got the wrong information with Sonny. I didn't set you up. Sonny and I are doing a custody battle. So if I was to ever go to Sonny and tell him what's going on, then he would take Avery from me because I would have to tell him what information y'all have over me. And we are in a custody battle and he willing, like, we don't get along like that. He would take Avery from me in a minute. And so I would never do that. So she said, actually, Mason, it's your fault because you hired Betty and she was the wrong person to hire because she got the wrong information. He said, she was like, so I need the body. And he says, the body got your fingerprints and all that over. And I said, Ava, if you call his bluff, just call his bluff and say, listen, either give me the body back or like whatever. It is what it is. Take the body to the police then. Take the body to the police. Like what? Girl, you're not gonna keep making me afraid and scared. Take the body. Tell the police. Take the body to them then, and tell them how you got the body and why you've been keeping the body away and all that. Go ahead, do what you got to do. Just do what you got to do because you're not gonna keep making me afraid. But anyways, child, that's Ava and Mason. They keep going on, and he told her, the boss is not happy, and we'll be back in touch and all that. I said, Sonny, you ain't think about that part of it. Hey, I guess he thought he was gonna find out who the boss was or whatever. And so he I guess not, child. Anyway, so then we go over here and we see Sonny and Carly. So he's at her place or whatever. And she tells him, Sonny, what's going on with Ava? Because Carly has to know everything. So she wants to know what's going on with Ava. And is she in trouble? Like, why did he set it up with the feds and all this. So he tells her, about the coffee beans and all this kind of stuff. And she wants to know what Ava has done. Like, why would Mason and be trying to put the squeeze on Ava? Sonny doesn't tell her because he said that's on need to know basis and you don't need to know. And so then she tells him, he tells her, I need a favor from you. And it's to get information from Drew on like could Mason, excuse me, who could Austin have went to see in the prison, because Mason went and saw a woman of the night or something, but Austin went to the prison. So whoever he saw in the prison, that's the boss, and that's who's trying to take Sonny down. And so she said, Carly was like, I don't know if I'm gonna help. Carly, I mean, stop it. You know you're going to help because you're always in everyone's business. Like, just stop it. Stop acting like you're not gonna help when you knew you were going to help. And she says, yes, I'm gonna help. And so now Drew gonna get back in and everything like that. Actually, Carly and Drew are more entertaining to me apart than when they was trying to have their little love scenes, and everything. But let's move on from that. She gonna help him, and they're gonna find out it's Cyrus. I guess I don't know, child. Let's move on. So then we go over here to Dante and Sam. So he comes in and he tells Sam, she could be in trouble too with the police. So he really needs her to tell me what's going on, tell him what's going on. And he tells her about, you could be in trouble because you helped them, and then there was an assault and she was like, what you talking about? He said Sasha's therapist, psychiatrist, was hurt. And when he says the man's name, she said, wait, I know him. I saw him at the hospital, and then I spilled a cup of coffee on him or whatever, and I got his phone, and a number came up in his phone, and it said Gladys. A unique name, is it? And he was like, but that's Sasha's doctor, so Gladys could have been calling him with something to do with Sasha. She said no, but he also said, I offhandedly mentioned poker, and he started talking about a game that he could get me in, a high stakes game or whatever. And he said Selena Wu, and he said, oh my gosh, that's how he met. That's how Cody and the doctor, excuse me, Sasha's doctor and Gladys know each other. And so Dante slammed the table because he was so upset. And Sam was like, Dante. And I said, girl, the man is upset because he's mad at himself. He was like, oh my God, Gladys been doing this to Sasha. And Cody been telling me this all along. But he was like, I didn't really believe him or whatever. And Sam said, I didn't believe him either. He said, yeah, but at one point you did, and you even said Gladys ain't no good. He was like, I can't believe she did this. He was like, Mike, he loved Gladys, and then she was Brendo's mom, and I really thought she was gonna do right by Sasha, knowing everything Sasha has been through. But now they've put the pieces together that Gladys found out, like, because Sam was like, Sasha was getting better. That's what they both were like. Sasha was getting better. And Gladys has been using Sasha's money to help her own gambling addiction. And when Sasha got from under her guardianship, she was gonna look at her accounts and realize, girl, look what you did to my money. And so then, Sasha was going to be upset with Gladys, and Gladys couldn't have that. So now they figured out that that's why Gladys probably had the doctor working for her. I said, please go tell Nina and Sonny, and y'all need to start telling each other stuff. So they figured it out. And so Dante is just sick with himself because he's like, I should have known. I'm a detective. Sam was like, you couldn't have known. Everybody thought Gladys had changed. He said, I'm a detective. Now, quiet as kept. I've been saying that too. What kind of detective are you, sir? He was like, oh, Sasha been going all through this because of Gladys. He was like, I knew I didn't like her. I knew there was always just something about her. She's so shady. And I just didn't like her or whatever. And Sam was like, so he told Sam, I need you to take me to where Cody and Sasha are because they're going to try to fix this. I said, Lord, please, here we go. So anyways, then we go to Cody and Sasha. So she's feeling better this day. So she's up, and he runs outside, and she's out there, and she's telling him like when she was locked up in Ferncliff, she just wanted to feel the sun on her face and breathe the fresh air. And so she loves it. And she tells him, I I feel so much. She feels better now, but she doesn't know the doctors and everyone kept saying someone's sneaking her drugs. She said, or she's getting drugs for some way. She said, but I wasn't. And he said, no, your doctor was giving it to you. So he started making her go back and was like, what drugs were you on? She was like, I was on my depressant, and then she got this new doctor, and when she did, he gave her drugs, and she said actually he was making her take them 3 times a day, and that's when she started feeling different. She was like, it was like I had so much excitement and I had this rush and I couldn't control myself. And and she was like, that's actually when the shoplifting came about and all of that. And she was like, but why would he do that? And he says, I know why, because of Gladys. So he gonna tell her everything that's going on with Gladys, and Gladys, how Gladys wanted her under that guardianship so she could still use her money and everything. And y'all, that's it. That's all I have with you, for you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode of What Happened on the Soap General Hospital Edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.